Thanks, Tom. Well, it is the 19th of May, and temperatures are going to drop below seasonal. I'll talk about that in just a moment, but first, take a look at this crazy must-see video. Make sure you stay with us. Okay, temperatures. Don't readjust your set. Yes, yesterday we saw daytime highs from 25 to 32 throughout parts of southern Ontario and southern Quebec. And right now we're dropping steadily. We're still 19 in Toronto, but up in Barrie we're looking at 11 degrees. Guelph, 12 degrees. Things are going to be changing for us this afternoon. We've got that cold front that came through. The winds are going to be coming in straight from the north, so temperatures dropping to about 17 degrees this evening, getting down to 13. Not a ton of active weather to talk about, which is good news. A little bit of cloud cover here and there, but for the remainder of the week, below seasonal temperatures, but some sunshine. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday. It is the 19th of May. What a weekend. Oh my goodness. How spectacular was that? It felt more like July than it did May. By the way, it's 5:44. I'm Emily Vukovic, and Tom Reynolds is back from vacation. He's going to be joining us with a traffic update in just a few moments. But first, let's take a look at this must-see video. Day weekend, I'll pass on that. I mean, we were basking in daytime highs 25 to 30 degrees throughout southern Ontario yesterday. Today, things are going to change a little bit. We've got a northerly wind coming in behind that cold front. So current temperatures, that's kind of gone with the cold front, but we are going to be seeing some sunshine this week. I'll get to more details on our temperatures in a moment, but first, Tom, at this early start on a Tuesday, how's traffic? Well, not a lot to talk about in the next couple of days. We have temperatures that are going to be below our seasonal average, but not a lot of action. We're seeing a little bit of mix of sun cloud, not a lot of rain. It doesn't look as though we're going to see rain until kind of the end of the week and into next week. So, I mean, we can kind of rejoice in the fact that we're not seeing any precipitation, even though we kind of need some for this time of year. We haven't had a lot. I mean, over the weekend, some places, yeah, saw rain showers here and there, thunderstorms here and there, but for the most part, we were good. And that just continues. I mean, not a lot of active weather to report, but see kind of what that low is doing. Yeah, it's bringing snow to some communities. No thanks. I'm not interested in any of that. I'll take below seasonal while we have it. So I'll show you our temperatures. We're looking a little cool for the next couple of days. 15, 17, 15, 17. We start to warm up again just in time for the weekend. Hi there, good morning. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Tuesday. It is the 19th of May, and hopefully you had a wonderful long weekend. We'll get into all your forecast details for the rest of the week ahead in just a few moments, but first, it has been a spectacular chase year for our storm hunters, Mark Robinson, Jacqueline Whittle, and here we catch up with them seeing something really spectacular. Incredible. Thanks, guys. We're going to be checking in with them throughout the morning, so make sure you stay with us for that. Today, our temperatures are cooling down. Yesterday, it's 6 degrees and some sunshine. I think that's going to be kind of the silver lining in our forecast for the next couple of days, is that we don't have a lot of active weather to talk about. It is literally a mix of sun and cloud. For tomorrow, into Thursday, even into Friday, we're seeing some good weather. There's that low departing. It's taking in some rain and some snow with it, so we didn't see any of that, obviously, but northern Ontario sure did. Ears Falls picked up about 10 centimeters. No thanks. For us, not a lot to talk about, so I'm just going to show you our temperatures. They're below seasonal. We should be around 19 degrees for this time of year, so yeah, we're a little on the cool side, but it's still going to look very pleasant. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures ranging from 15 to 17 degrees. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Tuesday. It is the 19th of May. Tom Reynolds has returned from vacation, so he'll be providing us with a traffic update in just a few moments. Before I get to forecast details, take a look at this must-see video. I don't even know what I would do if I was in this scenario. What you're seeing here is spiders literally falling from the sky in New South Wales, Australia. Now, what's been happening is that these spiders have been literally migrating in their little spider web balloons and then landing over everything. Now, that's not even a great video of it, but I mean, I will post a picture on Twitter and you will see what I mean. It's spider webs everywhere. Ugh. It just makes me just kind of go, ugh, just ugh, thinking about it. All right, let's get to our temperatures. Yesterday, it was gorgeous. It was hot. It was muggy. It was 17 for Toronto. And then this evening and overnight, single digits. I'll talk more about that in a moment. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads? There's not a lot to talk about. It's a bit of a song and dance today because we've got a mix of sun and cloud throughout the afternoon. Temperatures getting up to about 17 degrees. We may get a little bit, well, wait, let me rephrase that. Temperatures dropping to 17 degrees. We may not even get that low. But the key point here is that all week, we're going to be below our seasonal average, but we're going to be seeing lots of sunshine. I mean, that low, it's carrying snow and rain further north. It brought parts of northern Ontario 10 centimeters of snow, like through Ear Falls, for example. Oof. And then through parts of Manitoba, they saw snow over the weekend. I mean, we need to consider ourselves lucky that we saw temperatures as warm as we did. But for the rest of the week, we're cool-ish. Our seasonal average is 19, 17 for Thursday, 15 for Friday, bumping back up just in time for the weekend, and then we'll see some rain early next week. Well, not too bad for us. I mean, temperatures are cooling literally as we speak. When I got into work, 2 hours ago, it was 22 degrees. Now we're sitting at 16. So a huge change, and that's just going to continue to change throughout the day today. Before I get to more details on your long range, take a look at this. We're going to be checking in with them later on this morning, so stay with us for that. Literally a bit of a song and dance routine this morning. There is not a lot to talk about. We've got temperatures that are a little bit below our seasonal average. We should be around 19 degrees for this time of year, but because the winds are coming in from literally a straight northerly direction by later on this afternoon, we are going to be cooling down pretty dramatically, especially through the overnight. We're going to go down to single digits, but as you can see on our map for the next couple of days, there's not a lot of active weather. We've got sunshine, but temperatures are cooler. 15 for tomorrow, 17 on Thursday, 15 for Friday, getting us into a nice looking weekend. Temperatures are going to be warming up. Yeah, we can thank that cold front and that northerly wind. Thanks, Kevin. It's Tuesday. It is the 19th of May, and temperatures this week, well, they're going down. I'll talk about that in a moment, but first, take a look at this must-see video. The last couple of days, we'll talk to them more throughout the day, so make sure you stay with us for more details. Right, our forecast, I mean, there's really nothing to talk about. We've got sunshine, a little bit of cloud cover here and there, but for the most part, we are seeing a relatively calm weather week. We've got temperatures below average. We should be around 19 degrees for this time of year, so we're going to be below our seasonal average. That low, it's bringing in some rain and some snow behind it throughout northern Canada, but for us, all we have is high pressure building in. So the rest of this week looks great. It's going to be perfect to get outside. But I mean, a lot of people planted over the weekend. I know they did because I'm one of them. But we have to be careful when it comes to midweek, especially outside of the city, because we've got overnight lows reaching down to about 5 degrees, and even on Saturday reaching down to 3. Here's Tom now with a quick preview on traffic. For more of Kim's videos of around the world in 60 seconds, you can always head to our website, theweathernetwork.com. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. It's 6:44. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Tuesday. It is the 19th of May, and hopefully you got out to enjoy some of that sunshine and beautiful conditions we had over the weekend. In other parts of Canada, things were a little different. Take a look at this video. It is Victoria Day weekend. We are not shoveling. I don't blame them, really, but I would probably have just sat inside and cried a little bit. Kevin Yard is joining us in downtown Toronto, talking to people about our cooler temperatures. And Kevin, I mean, temperatures are dropping literally as you're standing there. Not a ton to talk about. We do have a mix of sun and cloud for the remainder of the week. Temperatures, however, are going to be a little bit different. That area of low pressure that moved through, that didn't really bring us a ton of active weather, but other areas did see some isolated thunderstorms. I got a tweet from somebody in Waterloo last night around midnight talking about incredible lightning strikes. Not a ton of rain, but I mean, now that that low's moved through, we are going to be seeing cooler temperatures. We've got a wind coming in from the north. So for the next week, literally right until Sunday, we are going to be seeing some sunshine, but temperatures below our seasonal average. We should be around 19 for this time of year. Good morning. It is Tuesday. It's the 19th of May. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. 4 minutes after 7 o'clock, and our forecast, it's changing literally by the hour. We are seeing a drop in temperatures thanks to a northerly wind. I'm going to talk all those numbers in just a few moments, but first, take a look at this video. It's frightening yet spectacular at the same time. Story throughout the day, so stay with us for more on that. All right, we're going to check in with Kevin Yard. He is downtown. I believe he's at Yonge and Dundas. And Kevin, I mean, temperatures are just slowly dropping as you're standing there. Not a lot to discuss. We have got a mix of sun and cloud literally for the rest of the week. We are going to be seeing temperatures a little bit cooler than our seasonal average. We should be around 19 for this time of year, and in the next couple of days we're only going to be seeing daytime highs pretty much from 15 to 17 degrees. The good news, well, I mean the better news, is that we have sunshine in the forecast. We've got high pressure really dominating the lower Great Lakes. If you planted over the weekend, be cautious because some of our overnight lows are going to get quite cool. For example, Friday 5, Saturday 3, but during the day, warm temperatures and lots of sun. Thanks, Kevin. I think a lot of people are going to be okay with this week's forecast. I mean, tons of sunshine. Yeah, temperature's a little on the cooler side, but no big deal. Imagine you were seeing this in real life. This is down today. Really not a lot to talk about in our forecast. We have a mix of sun and cloud. Temperatures should be around 19 degrees for this time of year, but they're only going to be hovering 15, 17 degrees. Today they're going to be dropping because we have a northerly wind coming in behind that cold front. That cold front didn't necessarily do much to us. It didn't have a ton of moisture associated with it. Yeah, it fired up a couple of thunderstorms yesterday and into last night, but for the most part, not a lot of action. High pressure moving in for the next couple of days. So like I was mentioning, temperatures are going to be fairly decent and we're going to be seeing lots of sunshine. 15 degrees tomorrow. We're looking at 17 for Thursday, 15 for Friday, bumping up for Saturday, and then Sunday looking good. We're warming up to at or slightly above our seasonal average. And then we'll get into some active weather at the beginning of next week for Toronto, and the same kind of story for Hamilton. Lots of sunshine until next week, and then we have a bit of active weather. Here's Tom Reynolds now with an update on your commute. Hi there, good morning. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. It is the 19th of May. Our Storm Hunters chase continues. They're still down in Tornado Alley. They'll be broadcasting live with us until the 24th. They have seen some really spectacular stuff in the last week or so. Maybe one of their best chase years ever. Take a look at this. Thanks, guys. We'll be checking in with them throughout the day, so stay with us for more on that. Temperatures, they're not great this week, but they're not awful. Our seasonal is 19. We're going to be ranging anywhere from 15 to 17 degrees and not a ton of active weather. I mean, there's literally nothing showing up on the map. The low has moved out. Our winds have shifted back to a bit of a northerly flow, so that is why we are going to be seeing much cooler temperatures. Temperatures dropping for us throughout the day. When I came into work, it was, well, around 22 degrees. By the afternoon, we're looking at about 15. That's going to stick around for the remainder of the week, but at least we'll see some sun. Here's Tom now with an update on your commute. She's going to walk away and Kevin's going to put his jacket right back on, I guarantee it. Temperatures today, yeah, they're a little on the cool side, but we'll talk more numbers in just a few moments. First, take a look at this must-see video. Until the 24th, they've got some really spectacular footage of their own. We'll be checking in with them throughout the day. Now, temperatures today have been dropping. So when you first got up this morning, not a lot of active weather. We've got high pressure firmly in place. So for the majority, a mix of sun and cloud throughout the day today and then throughout the day tomorrow. Even into Thursday, Friday, things are looking good when it comes to our conditions. That low that moved through last night brought a few people a few isolated thunderstorms and even a few showers over the weekend. But for the most part, nobody saw a lot of anything but sunshine and humidity. It was gorgeous. Felt more like July than it did May. Temperatures for the next couple of days, we're still below our seasonal average. 15 for tomorrow. 17 for Thursday, looking at 15 for Friday, and temperatures do start to warm up as we get closer to the weekend. Here's Tom with a traffic preview. Hi there, I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. It is the 19th of May. I hope you had a wonderful long weekend. We'll talk our current temperatures and we'll get into the details of the long range in just a few moments. But first, take a look at this video. Spectacular and frightening all at the same time. Typhoon Dolphin slams into Guam, bringing in hundreds of millimeters of rain and strong, damaging winds. We'll follow this story throughout the day, so stay with us for more details. All right, we're going to check in with Kevin Yard. He joins us in downtown Toronto. And Kevin, did I not say once that lady walked away, you were going to put back on your jacket because she literally called you a wimp? Not a lot of active weather to talk about. We're looking at a mix of sun and cloud throughout the day today and into tomorrow. Things are looking very similar. The only big difference that we're going to notice in our forecast for the next couple of days is going to be our temperatures. They're getting much cooler because we've got a northerly wind behind that cold front that moved through yesterday. Temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the day today. We're going to see daytime temperatures around 15 degrees. We should be closer to 19 for this time of year, so a little bit below seasonal this week, but generally beautiful forecast with lots of sunshine. Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It is Tuesday. It is the 19th of May. I'm Emily Vukovic. Lots to talk about. We'll talk about the heat over the weekend and how things are cooling down this week. But first, let's take a look at this must-see video. Ew, yuck. No thanks. This is in Ear Falls, Ontario, and this is what they woke up to on Monday. Holiday Monday, and you're getting 10 centimeters of snow. Happy long weekend. Happy May 2-4. A lot of people were protesting on Twitter saying, forget it, I'm not even getting out the shovel. I'm not even going to look for it. I don't even care where it is. I'm not shoveling this stuff. I don't blame them. Now, it's because of that cold front that brought snow to northern Ontario that's going to give us a cool down this week, and I'll talk more about that after we check in with Mr. Kevin Yard. He is joining us in downtown Toronto. Chillier temperatures this morning now than when we got into work, a couple hours ago. There's really not a lot of active weather to talk about for the next couple of days. Mix of sun and clouds throughout southern Ontario, anywhere along the lakeshore. It might feel a little bit cooler. We do have a northerly wind coming in, and that's what's making our temperatures a little bit below our seasonal average. That trend is going to continue literally right into the weekend, but then temperatures are going to be warming up. But as you can see, high pressure in place, tons of sunshine. 15 tomorrow, 17 for Thursday, 15 for Friday, and then warming up just in time for the weekend. Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, today we're only going to be about 17, 18 degrees throughout the city. Temperatures have been dropping. I mean, when I came into work this morning, it was 22. So that northerly wind has already kicked in. We'll talk more about the rest of the forecast in just a moment. But first, take a look at this must-see video. Mark Robinson and Jacqueline Whittle are on location in Tornado Alley, and we're going to be checking in with them throughout the morning. So make sure you stay with us for all those details. All right, our forecast for the next couple of days, not a lot of active weather. We are talking sunshine and cooler temperatures. Seasonal values should be around 19 for this time of year. So when we hit daytime highs around 15, 16, 17, it's going to feel cooler than the weekend, but high pressure is going to be firmly in place. So not a lot of rain. That low that moved through last night has moved off towards the east. I know some people did see some thunderstorm activity. Some people saw a few isolated showers over the weekend, but for the most part, it was dry, it was sunny, it was mild. It was a great long weekend. Fireworks galore. 15 degrees for tomorrow, so there's that big drop in temperatures, and then 17 for Thursday, 15 for Friday. And I want to keep in mind, if you did plant over the Victoria Day weekend, overnight lows getting cold, especially outskirts of the city. We could see some frost. Here's Tom now with a quick traffic preview.
It is noticeably cooler, and a lot of people are not happy about that. Back inside to you.
I would be one of those not happy people, Kevin. I really would be. After the weekend we just had, we had temperatures up into the high 20s, felt more like the low to mid 30s when you factored in the humidity. We saw tons of sunshine. It was really quite spectacular. Now today things are changing, as you were mentioning. We've got that northerly wind coming out. Think thicker jacket than just a little light spring one. Now temperatures are going to stay relatively inconsistent throughout the week because they're going to be cool. We'll talk about those in just a moment, but first take a look at this must-see video. I would cry. I would literally wake up and cry. People on Twitter through Earpulse Ontario were protesting their shovels. They were saying, you know what, I don't know where it is and I don't care because I'm not using it anyways. I am not shoveling on Victoria Day long weekend. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't either, but I shed a little frozen tear for you if, you were in areas that had snow on the weekend. All right, for us, we're looking at a mix of sun and clouds throughout the next couple of days. Not a lot of instability in the area. That low has moved through. It's off towards the east. High pressure moves in. Now, keep in mind that if you live in outskirts, up towards the Barrie area and through cottage country, frost is a potential for you this weekend because of this high pressure. Now, it's mostly by the end of the week through the overnight, say Friday overnight into Saturday, you could potentially see it. So if you planted over the weekend, like many people did, hopefully you can cover them up. A little bit below our seasonal average until the weekend, but the timing's perfect. We warm up just in time for that. Here's Tom now with a quick preview on traffic. Hi there, I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you for joining us here on the Weather Network. We've been talking about how warm and beautiful our weekend was. Things are going to slightly change for the remainder of the week. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Plus, we're going to be checking in with Kevin Yard. But first, take a look at this must-see video. And these ones, well, they're pretty powerful. We'll be checking in with them throughout the day, so make sure you stay with us. Kevin Yard is joining us in beautiful downtown Toronto. The sun is shining, but temperatures, well, a little bit on the cooler side this morning, Kevin. There's not a lot to talk about in the forecast. I mean, we're seeing a mix of sun and cloud for the next 3 or 4 days. Temperatures will be slightly below our seasonal average. We should be around 19 for this time of year. So say goodbye to the 26s of yesterday, feeling closer to 35. We are going to be cooler, it's going to be fresh, but it's going to be sunny. As you just saw on this map, there's not a lot of active weather to talk about. We do, however, have a frost threat coming in probably closer to Friday and into Saturday morning. The winds are going to be fairly light and temperatures through the overnight dropping to low single digits, especially on the outskirts of the GTA, but we're lucky. We've got sunshine all week. Thanks, Kelly. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It is Tuesday. It is the 19th of May, and hopefully you had a beautiful long weekend. hopefully you were outside soaking up the sunshine and the warm temperatures and, you know, the heat, the humidity. Some places felt like 35. This place is not one of them. Here. I don't blame them at all. All right, we're going to join Kevin Yard. He's in downtown Toronto. Temperatures steadily dropping throughout the day today, Kevin, because of that northerly wind. So a spring jacket certainly in order. Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, it's certainly going to be, it's going to feel a lot cooler, even though it's not cold. It's just below our seasonal average. 15 degrees is our daytime high today. We're looking at a mix of sun and cloud. The good news is that the next couple of days are going to be really bright. We've got high pressure building in, so we are going to be seeing lots of sunshine throughout the region. That low that moved through last night is on its way through Atlantic Canada. I know a lot of people saw some thunderstorm activity. Some people saw a few isolated showers, but really throughout southern Ontario, there was not a ton of active weather for the entire weekend, really. Now, temperatures as we get into the week and into the weekend, because everybody loves a short work week, they look okay. I mean, we're seasonal. We should be around 19 degrees. So 15 tomorrow, 17 for Thursday. And then as we inch our way closer to the next weekend, we're looking at fairly decent conditions. I think you'd probably have to pay me to go there. Not kidding. That just gave me the Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Tuesday. It is 19th of May. We've been talking about the extreme weather down through the United States. It is peak storm season in Tornado Alley, and that is exactly where we find our storm hunters, Mark Robinson and Jacqueline Whittle. Take a look at this. Not a lot of active weather to talk about for us for the next few days. We've got high pressure moving in, so lots of sunshine. Temperatures should be around 19 degrees for this time of year, and unfortunately, we are going to be a little bit below our seasonal average. That low that moved through yesterday is going to be on its way through Atlantic Canada, leaving behind a northerly wind, so that's where we're going to see those cooler temperatures move through. It's not going to be cold by any means, except for the overnight. We're dropping to kind of mid to low single digits. So keep that in mind if you just recently planted and you live on the outskirts of the city. Looking at the long-range forecast now, I'm Emily Vukovic. Joining me, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum. Okay, Dr. Doug, we just had like the best weekend ever. I mean, it was like 26, felt like the low 30s. It was incredible. Is this going to continue?
Well, what a way to have the unofficial start to summer. Now, you got to love the timing. We've had some chilly weather. We're going to have a chilly week, but the warm-ups keep happening on the weekend.
Okay,
and that's going to happen again. So the spring-like afternoon and for Sunday, and the dry pattern continues through the weekend. We actually could use some rain, but we're not going to see any till next week.
We were talking about 25 millimeters of rain so far.
In the past 4 weeks,
wow.
So well below average.
That is nothing. There's no spring showers in that. All right, so Thursday, you know, temperature's going to be a little cooler for Wednesday. Thursday, a little milder, and then as we get closer to the weekend, cooler again for Friday.
Yeah, reinforcing shot of chilly temperatures, well below seasonal, brisk northwest wind, and the winds go light overnight, so that does give us the threat of some frost, especially in the outskirts of the GTA Saturday morning. But then with lots of sunshine, temperatures recover into the upper teens, and Sunday we're into the 20s, warmer. We have a few showers to our north, a few showers to our south. At this point, it looks like we'll be dry, but we'll be keeping an eye on that.
All right, so temperatures were still below seasonal for Saturday, but not bad. Lots of sunshine. It'll feel good. Low 20s for Sunday. So again, you know, at or slightly even above our
right, for this time of year, you can't beat that. And then the threat for rain comes early next week. We'll have showers and thunderstorms developing later on Monday into Monday night and into Tuesday. We certainly could use that. And as we look further into the long range, the models are actually in good agreement in a warm pattern, but
it's to the west.
Well, the models show it over us, but we actually think we're going to end up with another shot of cool weather the middle of next week.
Well, as long as the weekends are warm, I think that's what most people care about.
Yes.
Hi there, good morning. You're watching the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Tuesday. It is the 19th of May. We've been talking about the beautiful heat that we had over the weekend, but now we are going to be in a little bit of a drastic change. I'll talk about that in just a few moments, but first, take a look at this video. And then it lands, and there's literally like hundreds, thousands maybe even covering everywhere. I don't think I could handle it. I really just don't think I could handle it. Let's check in with Kevin Yard. He joins us in downtown Toronto. And Kevin, I'm sure you've heard the story of those spiders in New South Wales, Australia, raining down. How comfortable would you feel living in Australia and spiders literally raining on you? I'm not so excited. I would prefer the 28-degree daytime highs, but that's just me, right? All right, today temperatures dropping to 18, so that is a huge change. We are going to be seeing the potential for some frost in outlying areas further north in the next couple of days through the overnight. Mix of sun and cloud, we've got high pressure in place, and that's really not going to help the frost situation because without that cloud cover, we lose all that heating and temperatures cool right down. High pressure sticks around throughout southern Ontario for the next couple of days. We are going to be seeing temperatures below our seasonal average. We should be around 19 for this time of year. Daytime high of 15 tomorrow. We're looking at 17 for Thursday. For Friday, 15. We do warm up for the weekend, and it looks as though our next best chance to see some active weather, we do need some rain, is going to be early next week. Wow, that was pretty close. Way to go, Mike. All right, I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. It is the 19th of May, and today is a good day for golf. No, I'm kidding. I didn't defriend you, but temperatures yesterday into the mid to high 20s. Today we're looking at 17 degrees. Temperatures have been dropping steadily throughout the morning hours, and through the overnight we're actually dropping to mid-single digits. We'll talk more about the long range in just a few moments, but first take a look at this must-see video. We'll follow that story throughout the day. Stay with us for more details. For us, literally, there's nothing. We've got a mix of sun and cloud. Temperatures are going to be slightly below seasonal for the majority of the week. This area of low pressure that moved through us yesterday did bring a few people a couple of isolated thunderstorms. Somebody tweeted me from Waterloo talking about the decent lightning show last night around midnight. Some other people were talking about brief showers, but it was mostly down towards the southwest. We didn't see a lot of anything. Now, we are going to be seeing temperatures that will be comfortable for the next few days. We're looking at 15 degrees for Wednesday, 17 for Thursday. On Friday, tons of sunshine, getting up to 15 degrees. Now, for Saturday and Sunday, we are going to be warming up, but I do want to mention, take a look at the ground, get our annuals. But, I mean, if you live in areas that are kind of outskirts of the city, you might see some frost by the middle of the week, so cover up those plants if you have them.